Hello and welcome to another edition of The Unconventional Grower on Plot 14 somewhere in the big wide world. Today's video is our first video after we've returned from our hollybobs.
Hollybobs?
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 And we're just going to do a little tour, but we're also going to do a bit of weeding as well. Yeah, let's get to it. So we've arrived on the plot to find humps of wood chips, and one of our fellow allotmenteers has kindly deposited some of the wood chips, you remember from the last video, in strategic places around the plot, which has helped no end, because the wood chips has disappeared, which I was expecting. So we are now just having a look round. We've got one or two bits and pieces of weeding that we need to get done, but in the week that we've been off, things have just exploded into life with the water, the rain that we've had. The red chard there, that's ready for harvest. We've got the brassicas here, the red cabbages, they've just shot up. The kale shot up, that's ready for harvest. And the nasturtiums have come into flower. Just down there. The other kale is shot up. All the brassicas are doing well. The potatoes now have got a lovely look to them. The broad beans, we're starting to get a few broad beans on as well. And the apples are starting to swell on the trees. The mint is doing what we expected it to do, what we wanted it to do, so we want that to bush up. We've got a few bits and pieces we need to get tidied up there around the raspberries. And the bamboo, I'm hoping this is quite an evasive variety. Morning. Not suitable consumption, yes indeed. Yeah, so we're probably not enough wood chips, but we knew that anyway. So we'll request another deposit at some point. Having a look at the honeyberries, can't see any at the moment. Not quite sure if they're... Oh yeah, you can see one there. That is a honeyberry. Right. Try and get it back. There it is. Just there. So they're not quite ripe. They're the first ripenings. Ones to ripen. Right, okay. So let's get some weeding done now. And see where we are afterwards. I'm just down in the one of the box houses as it starts to cloud over and drizzle a little bit. Just doing a little bit of weeding in here. It's quite dry, so the water needs to get on in here. However, we've not got the first of the courgettes coming through, so they're only a couple of weeks away from harvest. That's fantastic. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of ants this time. We did have the past couple of seasons. I was just wondering whether you'd got any thoughts around whether I should try and get shut of them, because over the last 2 or 3 years they've not really been a problem to any of the crops that I've grown, because they do a really good job in keeping the stuff really fine. So I've always kind of worked in harmony with them. As you can see, they kind of build up the burrow like that. Never had a problem. They've never impacted the crops or anything like that. So anyway, put some comments in the comment section. Swinging round here, we've got the asparagus looking really good. We've already had a bit of a harvest from the other bed, the greens, and I'm just wondering whether... Yep. Whoa, that's the hoop house. The box house just gone on with a bang. That's why we've got the fail safes on. There we go. So the weather's turned quite a bit now, so we're just sheltering inside the shed. But it's giving the plants a good water. We've still got the watering system on for the box houses. They're quite dry, so they still need quite a lot of water. But for now, we're just riding out the rain. I'll just open the door. I'm just turning my attention now to these little beds at the side and the backs of the raised beds and the box houses. And I'm just at the moment slowly taking up some of these onions that were left in from last season, because they're now in a good position where that doesn't look too appetising at this moment in time. However, if you get that trimmed up, they're really good little spring onions. So here's a couple here. Lovely little salad onions. And goes without saying, I actually want the space back now, because we've got loads of these onions. Loads of them. So I'm going to now put in some of the brassicas that we were putting in on the last video in this location. You can see how now the raspberries have bushed right around here. So again, we're going to work with nature rather than against nature, and yeah, that's free food at the end of the day. Nature's doing its thing for us. Right, let's get these in. So we're now at a position where we're just looking around for places for the odd bits of brassicas that we've got left to go in. I'm debating whether to put a few into the asparagus bed, but I'm going to put a row down the side of the new box house. Everything's looking good. Right, let's get that in, and we'll just about to be in a position to turn the waters off and think about packing up. So let's do these final chores, and then we'll get on. Right, we're just down in the far top box house where the artichokes are currently growing. And we've just put in, well, the mini grower has just put in some mixed variety carrots all around this area here. So we just need to give that a label and come through and just give it a good water again. And that's that area of the bed sorted. Right. So I've just put another packet of carrots into this bed, the early Nance variety. That's into the box house that's got the volunteer tomatoes. And so we're now going to just do a quick harvest of the asparagus. We've got a few baby asparagus coming through, but we're just going to take the prime spears. We'll go and have a look in the fruit cage to see if there's any over there. We'll send in the mini grower if there is. It's a case of spot the asparagus, and yes, indeed, I can see one there. So we'll there's a few in there that we can see, so we'll get those harvested forthwith. So the mini grower is happy with his harvest of asparagus, so he's now going to harvest some of these kale. And again, now we're harvesting the curly kale.
Curly kale.
The curly kale. And now it's time to harvest some of the chard.
Put it in the bin.
Just taking the young top leaves off the plant. That's not too bad by the looks of it. Look at the nice rhubarb-esque stalks. And we may even harvest a little bit of rhubarb itself. Absolute abundance. Right, rhubarb time. So we've now got a good harvest of rhubarb, along with the onions, asparagus and 2 varieties of kale. The thornless blackberries really bushing up nicely now, and the kiwis growing quite nicely up the trellis as well. So, right, that's today's video, viewers. Thanks for watching, and join us again soon.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.